Hi, this is Bob. I wanted to discuss something a little farther. When I made the video a month or two ago with the locking collar and the PTO and how to install the PTO on an older Cub Cadet, it was a K series engine, and I have another one that I've been messing with. I wanted to have a spare 7-horse for my tractor. And this is a 161 I got from a guy who sold it to me for $100. And the compression seemed great, so I thought, okay, I'm going to do it. So I'm at this point now where I have it degreased and primered, and I'm ready to put the yellow paint on. But between then and now, I like to mess around with the things that are going to go on. So when it's time that those things are ready. But when we talked about the installation of the PTO in the last video, I didn't see this round clip inside the bearing. In fact, it didn't have one. So I don't know if this is newer or older, but there you can see the clip. And what happens is that stops the bearing from going on farther or not as far as it's supposed to. So right now, it's going on as far as Cub Cadet wanted me to. So with one hand, I'm going to hold the bearing on, push it against the crank, and then I'm going to turn this locking collar onto, and in the last video, I was turning it clockwise. So there I have clockwise, and now the collar won't turn anymore. So when I pull on this, it's not coming off. I mean, it's shaking my soda, and I can't get this thing off. And that's before I even bash that. So maybe your bearing, there, it's easy to back off, and I'll pull this off again. Maybe your bearing has this round clip inside. And I would say that if you did have one, you're lucky. Because now you know exactly where Cub Cadet wanted you to have it. But if you did it this way, or you went to the flush position that we had in the last video, either way, I think you'll be good. So I hope this is a nice addition. Take care. Bye.